Do you want to know how bad healthcare is in America? Here's how bad it is.
I got a $14,000 ER bill for just being there for 3 hours. $14,000. Living in the USA without health insurance is wild, like wild. And I grew up without health insurance and have so many stories about this. But this right here, this particular instance, I had extreme stomach pain. So let's check out these numbers, okay? What costs $14,000. Radiology, $600. Laboratory, $400. Urology, just for them to check your pee, it costs $300. CT body scan, $5,800. Did I ask for a CT scan? No, but my stomach hurts, so they said I had to have one. Ultrasound, $2,000. Emergency room general, so just to visit the emergency room, to just be there, $3,500. What is in that $3,500? What is included in that? Because everything else I did, like lab work, everything, it's additional on here. Diagnostics, labs, so just them doing my lab work, like taking my blood, $1,100. $14,000. Now, lucky for me, I have insurance. So this, for me, went down to $115. I did, however, grow up without insurance, and my parents, they still don't have insurance. So when they're in extreme pain like that, they will literally sit there and suffer until it eventually goes away because they cannot afford to go to the ER and get help, which is so sad. As a mom, this makes me think of what my mom went through. Nowadays, when my kids are sick and they're feeling really, really bad, I am privileged to have insurance and be able to take them to the hospital. But when we were little in the United States, my mother could not afford to take us to the ER when something was really, really scary or bad, you know? She would just have to wait it out because we couldn't afford it. So sad, so many people still live this way, including my own parents. So healthcare really needs to be more affordable. Our taxpayer money is used for awful things in the world, but it cannot be used to get us health insurance so that we don't have to live this way. It's sad. Anyways, just my thoughts. So let me know your thoughts on this. Bye.
Hey guys, welcome back again to the channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So in today's video, Americans are complaining about the cost of healthcare in the country, how they have to pay a lot of money. Even with insurance, they're paying a lot of money. The prices of healthcare is over the roof right now, and people are saying a lot of things about it. Okay, so I've gathered some few videos for you guys for us to talk about it. Let me know what your thoughts are. How much is your healthcare, and what do you do that costs that? Let me know in the comment. Let's just have a conversation in the comment section. And please do what to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that more people can see. Let's go watch this video, and credit to all creators on this video.
I'm here to rant. So last February, my son spent about 69 days in the neonatal intensive care unit. He was born on February 24th. So 24th was a Friday, and the 28th was the last day of February. That was a Tuesday. I was discharged from the hospital, a different hospital, that Sunday. So there were about 2 days in February that Social Security claims that I should have called and filed an application for benefits so he could get health insurance. My son had a social worker or a caseworker when he was in the NICU who I got in touch with probably a week or so after he was born. So that puts us in the month of March, and she informed me that we could try applying for SSI and get Medicaid subsequently through that. I filed an application ASAP. It was March 10th, I believe, and basically he was deemed eligible because of all of his disabilities, and we got the biggest blessing in the world. Several $100,000 of medical expenses ended up being covered, so thank you for that. However, the dates of February 24th through February 28th are not covered. So we are looking at $16,000 in medical bills that we still owe. I understand it could be much worse. I'm grateful for our situation. I'm grateful for everything the hospital did and for getting our baby home. But I feel like I'm drowning and nobody will listen to me. And I've been fighting with them since November to try to get those dates covered. They claim that I should have called within those days of February. And I should have known to call, but obviously I didn't. I didn't even know SSI and all that was an option until I met with his social worker, which again, of course I wouldn't have met with her until March because there was 2 days, the 27th and the 28th, that she could have come and I guess told me, but I mean, that's unheard of. I mean, I was still recovering from a C-section. My son was halfway dead. He was in such bad shape. I don't know why they can't look at things on a case-to-case basis, but I pleaded with them. I told them how absurd that sounded, and they said that there's nothing they can do. I think at the end of the day, this frustration and these emotions are more from what I've been put through since November trying to get this handled. It seemed like a pretty simple answer, and that was no, we can't backdate it. But I've been led to believe that this would be covered since November and to not make payments on my medical bills. And now, since we haven't been making payments, it's going to go to collections. I mean, $16,000. I don't know how we're going to do it. Anyways, that's my rant. Healthcare in America is great in a lot of ways, but the cost of it is absolutely absurd, and they don't care. They don't care. They don't care about your situation. They don't care how medically challenged your baby is. It's just, they want money.
Do you want to know how bad healthcare is in America? Here's how bad it is. I get stitches, cut my finger the other day. Go into the hospital, get my stitches done. No big deal, whatever. I have to wait 2 weeks to get them taken out. In the meantime, I get billed for my visits. Before insurance, for 5 stitches, $3,800. After insurance, $1,800. Or $1,900, excuse me. After insurance, $1,900 for 5 stitches for a terrible hospital visit. Anyway, fast forward, so I get my bill and it's time to take the stitches out, so I schedule an appointment at the urgent care that is associated with the hospital that I went to, same company. So I schedule suture removal appointment online, and then I go in for the appointment and they say, sorry, we're not going to take those out. Since you got them done at the hospital, you have to get them removed at the hospital. I said, why didn't you tell me that when I scheduled the appointment online? They said, sorry, go to the hospital. So I go to the hospital. And then I wait around for a while in the ER, and then I get back and I ask the nurse, hey, this is what happened. They turned me away at urgent care, told me to come here, that you guys would do it for free. Is that true? And the nurse said, let me check on that. I'm going to check with billing really fast. So they go check on billing. And then they say, sorry, billing says that you'll have to pay to get these stitches removed. And I said, that really sucks because I paid $1,800 to have that done after insurance. And they said, that is absolutely ridiculous. And I said, I know. And then I said, gonna be honest, I'm not gonna pay any more money to the hospital because I already paid too much anyway. So I'm just gonna go. And I said, I think I might just remove them myself. And they said, that makes sense because that was so much money. So we'll just take you off triage. It'll be like you're never here. Don't worry about it. And then they were like, you know what? Don't tell anybody we gave you this. And they gave me a little kit to remove my stitches myself. So that's a little story about healthcare in America. $1,800 will get you 5 stitches, and then nurses have to go behind the backs of the hospital to get you treated. So that's pretty stupid.
Well, sir, everything checks out. You're going to be just fine. Oh, that's great. What a relief. So you're all set to go. Okay. How much do I owe you? I'm sorry? For the visit. Do I pay on the way out, or? No. Why would you do that? Oh, I just received health care. Do you need my mailing address? Do you want us to mail you something? Oh, for the medical bill. I'm not paying anything today, so I can give you my address and you can mail me a bill later. Usually I have a copay and a deductible and 20% coinsurance until I reach my out-of-pocket maximum, assuming insurance approves all my prior authorizations, so I'm fine paying. What? So I don't have to pay anything? No. So anybody who needs healthcare can just come in here and get healthcare for free? Yeah. What's the catch? Excuse me? Nobody just gets stuff for free, much less the opportunity to live a healthy life free of disease. So what's the catch? There's no catch. Did you take out one of my kidneys when I wasn't looking? What? Is this substandard healthcare? Are you a real doctor? Yes. This is just how you do healthcare? What's the life expectancy ranking in this country? We're 8th. Why? What is it in America? 46. So you have to pay a lot of extra money for healthcare? Yeah. And your life expectancy ranks 46th? Yeah. So what are you paying all that money for?
It's quite unfortunate that the price of healthcare is this high. Like, it is super high. Anyway, I went to the comment section of this particular video and I saw what Americans were saying, and I decided to share it to you guys. One said, so what are you paying all that money for? To make the rich richer? Because that's exactly what is happening right now. Like, Why are you paying all that money for, right? This one said, as someone who has a chronic illness, it would be worth it to move to another country just based off the alone. Like, just sometimes you just need to try other countries. Just go to somewhere else. Someone said, when I went for a COVID test, the clinic billed my insurance $300. $300 for what? Oh my god. I think the time I went to do a COVID test in my country, then that was really when COVID was really hot, right? That time I paid about maybe $10 to get my COVID test done. And now I'm seeing someone say they paid $300 for COVID test. That's a lot of money. Okay, that's a lot of money, you guys. Somebody say we are broken in the US. Like, somebody else say, I can't wait to have actual health care that doesn't require losing my life savings. Similar conversation had moving from a long-term abusive relationship into one with a person who actually cares about you. Oh my god. Okay, somebody said, my experience abroad, doctor, your visit, IV and medication cost 3,500. Doctor, no, $35. Do you get it? That's what it's supposed to be cost. Like, healthcare is not supposed to be that expensive like it is in the US. So someone said this was my exact experience when I moved from the US to Berlin. Why are we paying all that money for? Like, exactly. I lived overseas for 5 years, and yes, the first time going to the doctor feels just like this. And it's the fact I have seen Americans who are against free healthcare. Like, why do you want to be in debt to get healthcare? Makes me so sad when people complain about the NHS. Some people don't know how lucky we truly are. I did have to pay when we lived in Belgium, but it was so small, it wasn't even worth going through my insurance. Wow. I would love to be able to afford any kind of healthcare that might make it so I could be healthy enough to hold down a job. I would honestly just cry and cry. Having stomach issues, it would be so nice. Taxes and availability, so wait time are the catch. Probably worth it though. I don't think that sometimes you have to really wait for a very long time. It depends on the hospital and also the country. Really, it depends really. This should be true of anything that is required to sustain life. When I first moved here, I was so confused when they asked for my credit card. Like, you'll be so because even me, if I move to the US and I'm asked this question about my credit card, I would be so shocked because we don't do that where I am, right? We don't do that. Gosh, we had a candidate who ran on this as his main platform. Worst part is there are people here in the UK that are all for getting rid of the NHS. Like, it's better if you pay out of pocket, not taxes. Okay, so this is for UK people. Okay, in other news, Athena just dropped prayer out for cataract surgery, except if you live in Georgia or Florida. Okay, I've heard of them getting a bill from their insurance company back in the States after getting treatment overseas. No, I really doubt, except you're using your insurance though. Yeah, except that. Okay, anyway guys, let me know what your healthcare charge is in the comment section. Like, these people have shared their own stories. Let me know what yours is in the US. And like, in the US, how much does it cost you to have like a basic healthcare check in the US? Let me know in the comment section, and please do well to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Please go ahead, subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. I look forward to seeing you guys on my next video. Bye guys.